So the next up, a function shall be created which will create a log file for the keylogger, but not the one where the keystrokes are stored. Rather, instead, this will be used for debugging. So it records the behavior of the keylogger. It records the errors. For example, if a keylogger attempts to send an email, and if the mail fails, it will record that it failed to send an email. Possibly the reasons why. Maybe it will establish whether the connection is there. Maybe it will establish whether the permissions are proper, etc. And you will have those things written in that particular log file. And this we can use later on when we perhaps add a reverse shell to the keylogger. We should be able to pull the log file from the remote machine onto ours so that we can see what problems has our keylogger encountered. And we will, in all likelihood, encrypt this log file later on, but at this point in time, we will primarily just use it for debugging and to see how the keylogger behaves. But keep in mind, the keylogger is not in any way dependent on this particular function at all. And this function that I'm going to write now, you can remove it, and this function call, but you will need to remove the function calls as well. This is not really a difficult thing to perform. It's not called a lot of times anyway. So just remove the function if you don't want the log files on the performance of the keylogger, and remove the function calls later on, and the keylogger will work. The keylogger is not dependent in any way, manner, or form on this particular function. This is purely for the developers, us, who will look at the logs and see how the keylogger has behaved on a remote machine. So let's begin typing. So void write app log const std string and %s. Now this is a reference to the constant string that we wish to log, such as send mail failed. So that can be a string that we wish to put into our log file. Okay, so writing the app log. We need to go ahead and get a file for appending. So we will only be appending to this file. Offstream file. applog.txt. std. Okay, so iOS input output stream. This is in the std namespace, and the app stands for append. So we're just going to append this file, modify, change it, however you would like to put it. Now we need to go ahead and dump the data into that file, and we want to format it a little bit. So let's go ahead about doing it this way. Helper. We'll definitely want to get the date and time. Okay, so this is just calling from the helper header. No big deal. We have constructed it, and then we have date time. Yep, there we go. No. There we go. So struct date time, helper header, and there we go. So just want to show it to you. So helper, and then it goes date time, and then get date time. Get date time string as well. Yep. Okay. I'm looking at a mistake here, and I'm just pausing while I'm talking to actually figure out where I typed it. I know that there is something wrong with it. Okay, so let's format it some more. I should probably go into the next line. Yep. There we go. Keep in mind that us going to the next line makes no difference to the program. This is all just the same command. Okay, so let's not close it. We need a different one. We need a new line character. /n just represents a new line character. We need S, then we need std again, and L, this is just to end it, basically a new line, but with a flush. And once again, we need this new line character. Anything else that I've missed? Brackets? Nope, everything is fine. So, this is our complete helper header, which will be upgraded in future point in time. But keep in mind that this file needs to be actually closed upon opening it. I mean, you could leave it open, but yeah, that's just bad, generally bad. Close the file after you've done using it. Anyway, this is our complete header, helper header for the time being. It's not as big, but it took me a while to explain it. There are bigger headers than this one, and more important ones, I guess. But expect that we shall, through the later stages, insert a thing or two into this helper header to improve and to add the functionalities of our keylogger, so that it works better and that it has some of the things that people request over time. Anyway, bid you all farewell. Hope to see you in the follow-up tutorial where we will go in the next header file, where we will go and construct the next header file.